Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and today we are going to talk about the new limited edition collection from Essence. It's called Catching Clouds and this collection and the theme really got me. I don't know why, but I just felt for the color selection, the product selection, and yes, I was interested in kind of all of the products, so I thought, why not buy all of them and make a video about them and review them for you guys so that you know which of the products are good and which ones to maybe skip. So I would say let's hop right into it. In the collection there were a couple of different products, and let's just start with the first one that I think is not officially a part of the collection, and this was actually on the same display as the Catching Clouds collection, so I wasn't really sure if it's part of the collection or not, but I wanted to pick it up either way because I don't have a pencil like this anymore. I decluttered all my old ones, so I'm glad that I could pick up a new one, and I really do like these pencils from Essence and I have already used it and it's a nice formula, so I do enjoy it, and I'm not sure if it's part of the collection, but I think it's not. Then there were these little pearl stickers in the collection, and they're just little, you can see it maybe a bit better here. You can see they're just pearls in different sizes that you can stick onto your face, and I thought it's really nice to have these on hand if I ever want to use them for something, special, for, I don't know, maybe Halloween or some other kind of, celebration where I just want to amp it up a bit. I thought these little tiny pearls look really pretty, and also I love that you get different sizes, so I picked it up. I haven't used them so far, but I'm sure, you just stick them to your face, so they will be good, but they look really, really nice, so I wanted to pick them up. There is also a brush set in the collection, and if you have seen any videos from me, you might know that I love Essence brushes. So I think the quality of them is so good, and I use at least one brush from Essence every day. So I have several and I love them. Love the quality of them, and look at these beautiful cute handles here. They look so beautiful, and it's kind of the material of these handles is some kind of a soft touch material, so it's this kind of rubbery feeling, so they feel very nice when you pick them up, and it's like this very, very, very soft pinky blushy color, and then these golden stars and moons, and very, very pretty. So you get two face brushes. I have used all of them. You can see they're already dirty. So this one here I used for powder, this one here I used for highlighter, and then the other three I used on my eyes, and I love all of them. I'm so glad that they brought out a brush set. I immediately wanted to pick it up. I love their brushes. I'm so glad that I have more of them now, and also in this very, very cute packaging. So I'm super happy about them. I've used all the brushes. They work perfectly fine, and I really do like these. Now let's talk about the actual makeup products that are in this limited edition collection. So we have a highlighter for the face, we have a highlighter for the body, we have a primer, a lip balm, and then a hydrating face mist. So let's start with the lip balm. I would say it's this one here. It's called Catching Clouds Swirl Lip Balm, and it has such a cute packaging. I really like what they did with the packaging in this collection. I think everything looks so cute, and I always love when there's a lot of gold or rose gold in it. And I think it's very pretty with the clouds and everything. You will see in the swatch that it has a bit of a pink tint to it, so it adds a bit of color to the lips, which I do like. It is very nourishing. The lips feel totally moisturized after applying it, so I think it's a great lip balm, and I personally really like that it has a bit of a tint to it because it really adds the slightest bit of color to my lips, and I love that. So for me, it's a great lip balm. I would pick this one up again. It's very beautiful, and it has a bit of a scent to it, which at first I really couldn't put my finger on what the scent is. I think it's something in between fruity and a bit flowery, but I cannot really tell you what it is exactly. Then this one here is the Catching Clouds Cloud Touch Mousse Primer. And again, the packaging is adorable. It feels super heavy. It is a glass jar, and I think that's great. It's in the shade 01 up on Cloud 9, but I don't think that they have different shades because it's translucent. So this one here has a very interesting texture. So you can see it's in this glass jar, and when you touch it, it's super soft and it has kind of a whipped quality to it, but you can definitely tell immediately that it is a pore filling primer. When you apply it, it definitely does fill up pores and makes the skin look super smooth and velvety. And if you like primers like this, I think it's a good one. I don't usually go for pore filling primers. I feel like when I apply them to my face, I like the pore filling effect they give and the super smooth area of skin. But I feel like my foundation doesn't stick to primers like this very good because I have oily skin, so I always fight with foundation kind of not wanna, not want to stay put on my face. So it's kind of an issue I have in general with primers like this. So there's nothing wrong with this primer. I feel like it really does his job very good because it does fill the pores, it does smooth out the skin, and it looks very soft and very like a filter when you put it on. So it's actually, for a primer like this, I feel like it's a really good one. It's just not a primer I reach for a ton, but I like them from time to time, so I don't mind having it on hand and having it in my collection now. Then we do have this hydrating milky face mist, and you can see it has this milky tone to it. So it reminds me a bit of the one from Pixi. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's the milky mist or something. And it totally reminds me of that. So it does have a bit of a scent to it, and it has some kind of a milky scent. I cannot really say what else it is, but it has some kind of a milky scent. And if you know what I mean with that, I don't even know if I know what I mean. I feel like it's an okay scent, but it's definitely not my favorite scent. So I wouldn't choose it, but I can use it. So it's not that it's bothering me, but it's just not my absolute favorite. So I feel like it's a nice mist. It's meant to use it for preparation. So you want to use it before you apply makeup and not after, just to add a bit of moisturizer. So in the back it says that you can use it instead of primer or as kind of a primer. And I did use it as that, I think 2 or 3 times now, and it's really lovely. I don't use it instead of moisturizer, I just add it before I go in with makeup. So what I often do is that I apply my eye makeup first, and I apply my moisturizer, then I apply my eye makeup, and then I add primer to my face. And I did use it at this point, at this step, and it's very nice on the skin. I feel like the mister is not the most finely milled one, so it has, I don't know, I felt like I had some dots of sprayer on some points of my face, and on others I didn't have any on. So it's not the finest mist, but it's okay and you can still use it. I did also use it as a setting spray after I applied my makeup once, and it looked also beautiful and just added a tiny bit of glow back to the face. So I think you could also use it in that way if you want to. Then we do have the Catching Clouds Cloud Touch Body Luminizer, and I'm just going to show you the jar. You can see already that it's very sparkly what is in there, and when you open it you have another cap there because it's a pretty wet highlighter. So it's a body highlighter and it has a jelly texture to it. It reminds me a lot of the Jelly Much eyeshadows from Colourpop. So you always have to have the second cap on so that it doesn't dry out. So when you touch it, it's super wet. So you can see at first it looks like it has a white base, but when you swatch it and when you blend it out, it's actually a clear base, and then it just has a ton of tiny golden sparkles in it. And I think on camera it looks a bit silvery. It's a very neutral kind of gold. So it actually is more like on the, I don't know, on the peachy golden side of things. So with this product, I would say you just have to be quick when you want to apply it. I did apply it to my shoulders once and it looks lovely, but it has a ton of glitter in it. So it kind of, all the shine comes from tiny sparkles. I think what's very funny with this product is that it feels so wet at first when you apply it, and then it dries up so fast, and then you cannot rub it off and it really stays put. So I actually feel like for a body luminizer, this is actually a great quality to it. So far, I feel like everything in this collection is really, really good. So I'm really amazed by the quality of these products. And I also feel like we don't have a lot of repeat products in this limited edition, because I feel like sometimes we get the same products over and over. And in this one here, really all the things I've tried, they're so different than any other Essence products that I have tried before. So I feel like we're really getting something here, something of value. So I feel like so far it's a great collection. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the Catching Clouds Cloud Touch Highlighter. This has a name again, it's called the Daisy Dose of Dreamy Clouds. And this is a beautiful highlighter for the face. And this one here has kind of a peachy base, and then it has a bit of very, very tiny micro pinky glitter particles in it. I would say if you don't like highlighters with sparkle in them, then this is not the one for you. But if you do like highlighters that have sparkle in them, this one is a great one. I was very surprised. I don't like sparkle in my highlighters a ton, but sometimes I do like it. What I found out is that this highlighter is better used not with a fluffy brush, but with a more dense brush. Because if you use a more fluffy brush, the glitter kind of gets everywhere and you don't really have a lot of shine, only glitter everywhere around your face. But if you use a dense brush, you can really pack it onto your cheekbones, and then it really shines to the fullest. So I feel like you really have to be careful with applying it. Again, use a dense brush and then it's beautiful. And I think for my skin tone, I'm very fair and I have a cool undertone. And this one here really works perfectly on me. It's a super light peachy tone, but it doesn't really have a base pigment to it. So I feel like the base is clear, which is amazing. And then when you shift your head, you can see like a peachy tone and then the pink sparkle running through it. So I feel like for me, the color is perfect. The camera and the lighting I have, it isn't the best in showing like the glitter and the sparkle. But this one here, again, is very sparkly, very beautiful. Now let's talk about what I personally would recommend, or what I personally would pick up if I wouldn't be on YouTube. So because I'm on YouTube, I did pick up the whole collection because I wanted to review all the products for you. But for me personally, I would pick up all the things on the right side and I would skip the things on the left side. So at first I want to say that I feel like there's no that product in this collection. There's not one thing where I would say skip it because it's not good. I feel like everything in this collection is good. So if you like all the things, I would recommend all of them. But personally, I know myself, and for example, I know that I just don't use body luminizer that much. So a product like the body luminizer here is just nothing that I would reach for enough to pick it up for myself. So I feel like this is a product that I personally would skip. And the same goes for the pearl stickers here. I just don't really use stuff like this. I think it's fun to have in my collection now and to maybe use it when I want to use something like it, but I think I wouldn't miss it either, so I wouldn't have picked up these, I think. And then the last thing is the primer. Because it is a pore filling primer, I just don't reach for primers like this a lot. So I think it's a great one for what it is supposed to do, but it's just not a primer that I do use a lot. So I feel like I wouldn't have needed this in my collection, but I will keep it and I think I will keep using it. So the things that are really good for me and my personal references are these here. So the lip balm I really, really love, and I love that it has a tint. So it's actually a very good lip balm for me personally because I love the tint of it. And I also love how moisturizing it is. So I'm really, really happy to have this one now in my collection. Then the Milky Mist, I feel like it's something I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have tried it if I didn't, try to review stuff on YouTube here, but I'm glad that I did because I really do like a priming mist. I figured that out when I tried something from Makeup Revolution, I think a year ago or so. I did also have a face spray for priming purposes, and I do really enjoy that. So I'm glad that I have another one now because I'm out of the other one. So I'm glad to have a priming mist again, and I do really like this one. And the other thing is the highlighter. Although it's a very sparkly highlighter, I feel like the formula and also the color is such a perfect match for me that I wouldn't want to miss this one here. So I feel like this is just great for me. So I'm really glad that I have this one now. And then of course we do have the brush set here. I just love Essence brushes, and when they brought these ones here out in a set in this beautiful packaging, I just couldn't resist. So I would always pick these up because I just love the quality of them so much. But I think if you have enough brushes in your collection, you really don't need them. But if you're on the hunt for new brushes, if you want to try out some new ones, some affordable ones from the drugstore, maybe these are for you, but they're not like better than other ones. They're just as good as other ones. And I just like that I can pick them up at my local drugstore, and I'm really enjoying them. But it's not a reason that you might need them, but I do really like them. So I think they're a great fit for me. So that's it for today. I hope that you did enjoy this video and it was somehow helpful for you to figure out if you want to pick anything up from this collection. I love Essence and Catrice products, so I'm always happy to be able to review them on my channel. I hope that you like these videos too. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I wish you all a beautiful day.